Takes me a while actually to get these videos out, but hopefully I've been getting better at it. But anyway, I've been speaking too much. I want to show you guys today's camera legend. Today's camera legend is, in my opinion, one of the greatest medium format cameras ever made, and perhaps one of the greatest cameras of all time. And certainly, in my opinion, this camera is the greatest camera that Kyocera ever made. This camera is none other than the and beautiful camera legend freaks and geeks. All right, so welcome home. I don't know. Oh, hey, what is going down, you awesome and beautiful camera legend freaks and geeks? Welcome home. I want to do this special episode for you guys. Now, I know I always say that it's special, but believe me, this one is truly special, okay? And, you know, if I don't do another video this year, I would be very happy to say that, at least on this video, I gave you guys one of my very best, all right? And also I want to do this one, actually, give me a second here. And also I want to dedicate this video to the OG camera legend watchers, because you guys are the best and I appreciate your support. And so I want to do it with this because so many of you guys have said that you missed this. So today we are back. All right. And the camera that I got for you guys today is a phenomenal camera. And this video is about the realization of another dream camera that I never thought would come true. And it has finally come true. And I am blessed to be able to do this video. And so I want to share my blessings with you guys today. All right. Anyway, I've been speaking too much. I want to show you guys today's camera legend. Today's camera legend is, in my opinion, one of the greatest medium format cameras ever made, and perhaps one of the greatest cameras of all time. And certainly, in my opinion, this camera is the greatest camera that Kyocera ever made. This camera is none other than the Contax 645. All right, now if you look on YouTube, you'll see a lot of videos on the Contax 645, a very highly desirable 645 medium format camera. But the one thing that will differentiate this video from other videos on YouTube here is the fact that today we are going to be concentrating on the Contax 645 digital. All right, now, you know, not to lead you guys on, this is not something that you can run out and buy right away, buy today. Now, by that, what I mean is the Contax 645 digital combo, because it's not being sold like this. You can go out and buy a Contax 645 and the lens, which will cost you an arm and a leg these days. But we'll go over the pricing later on. But the back, okay, they made a bunch of backs for this camera, but for some reason no one has ever seen fit to make a video on a Contax 645 digital, you know, like to show videos from a digital back. There's only one video that I can find with a Contax 645 and a digital back, and that's from a company that makes digital backs for the Contax 645. So that's why I felt the need to make this video, so that you guys will have a little record and see what it's like, you know, to shoot this camera and have the images come out in digital form. And for me, I was searching for something like that for years, okay? But my history with this camera goes back a long time. It actually goes back to 2008, all right? Now back at that time, I was a new father, just had, you know, my first child, my daughter, Zoe, and, you know, I was so happy, and I found a great deal in this camera, and I wanted the best camera possible to document her young life. And, you know, as you guys know, I'm a Contax super fan, so when I saw a great deal in this camera, at that time, back in 2008, I got this outfit, the whole outfit, camera, lens, film back, prism, everything, for I believe $1,200. Okay, in today's world, I see the lens alone being sold for $2,000 at least, and to me, it's a little too far, man. But I'll talk to you guys about that later on, right? Because we always talk about pricing and things like that. I'll tell you guys about that later on. Now, I just want, like I said, once again, I don't want to lead you guys on. This is not an outfit. The combination that I have here is not a combination that you can go out and easily buy, and it might not even be worth it, which is why I'm making this video. Okay, to some of you guys it may be worth everything. To some of you guys it may be worth nothing. But you know, this is why I'm making this video, so you guys can give me your opinion, what you think. But first, let me just tell you about this back. Okay, so this is what makes it the Contax 645 digital. Now look at that big, beautiful sensor right there, okay? Look at that. Awesome, right? Now, just like many 645 cameras, the Contax, this back right here, is not a true 6x4.5. In other words, they would say that it's not a true full frame 6x4.5, but it's definitely bigger than any 35 millimeter full frame sensor, okay? All right, so let me show you guys some photos right now from the Contax 645 digital, as I call it. All right, so I just want to let you guys know before we take a look at the samples that I am doing this for you guys because no one really asked for this video, but I wanted you guys to get an idea of what this camera and digital back are capable of. And so what you're seeing right here are what I would say are pretty rare images here on YouTube. Images that you'll be seeing here are taken with the Contax 645 and the 80mm f2 Zeiss planar. The 80mm is one of two lenses that I've used on the Contax 645, but it's the one that I use most regularly, and it's also the most desirable. Right, so the Kodak DCS ProBack has a very limited ISO range of 100 to 400, and obviously ISO 100 is going to give you the best results, but ISO 400 can be very beautiful too, as long as you have enough light. The 80mm f2 Zeiss planar on the Contax 645 is roughly the equivalent of a 50 to 60mm standard lens, but due to the larger sensor, you get much shallower depth of field. Now, one thing I've always loved about this lens is that it has a very painterly kind of look. It looks modern, but it has character. And something that you guys may be turned off with is that it never looks bitingly sharp like modern digital. So in that sense, it could lead to more film-like images. Now, low light is also another one of my favorite forms of photography, and so I tested this lens in available low light conditions, and it performed really well even at ISO 400. Now, I absolutely love this combination. I love the Contax 645 with the digital back, and some of you guys may remember how much I loved the Contax N digital, but it died on me. Well, this camera is like the Contax N digital, but man, like 100 times better. And so I'm extremely happy with this setup. But on that note, I must say that it is extremely difficult to find digital backs for the Contax 645, especially at a price that's relatively affordable. So if you can't find it, don't sweat it, because the Contax 645 is right at home shooting film. And for most of you guys who want a Contax 645, I would just recommend you shoot film with it because it produces beautiful results on film. With that said, as a Contax superfan, this is my ultimate dream camera setup, and I am very happy and blessed to have gotten it, and that's why I'm sharing this video with you guys today, because I am sure that there are a few others like me out there who have been wondering for years what images from a Contax 645 in digital form would look like. And so this is why I am doing this video, not because anybody asked for this video, but I know that there are a few of you camera geeks who wouldn't mind seeing some Contax 645 images on digital. And being that Contax 645 digital images are seemingly very rare on YouTube, I just thought that, you know, if I don't do it, how long would it take for somebody else to do it? So this is why I'm doing it today for you guys. Okay, and let's see how it goes. Now I have to interject right here and make it clear that this was never really about ultimate image quality. This is the realization of a dream, okay? But as far as image quality is concerned, in my personal opinion, I think the images look spectacular, especially, you know, from a digital back this old. But it's the combination of the back, you know, the Kodak CCD sensor, and the Contax 645, and the 80mm f2 Zeiss Planar. It's the total package that makes these images look amazing to me. Now, with that said, I am also realistic, and honestly, you can get much better results with any of today's top cameras, okay? Now, as far as getting the look of the Zeiss 80mm, that's a little harder to emulate, but you can actually get that lens and then use an adapter and maybe use it on a Fuji GFX, something like that, and you'd have a modern equivalent. As I mentioned before, the Kodak DCS ProBack is actually extremely hard to find, especially at affordable prices and in the Contax 645 configuration. I've seen these backs more often for the Mamiya 645 and sometimes for the Hasselblad V, I believe, but it's really not all that common. Now, if you wanted to use a back for the Contax 645, you're probably better off with a Phase 1 P25 or P45, but those will cost you quite a bit. So in my opinion, it's not really worth it. And I had to go through a lot of hurdles with this back, like to find an extra power source because I could not find batteries for it. And so it became a total DIY project because there was really no no writing about this. I just kind of had to discover all this stuff on my own. But what a discovery it was. What an amazing journey. And if you did find one for the Contax 645, it would probably cost you an arm and a leg, but I want to share you guys another secret. I got this back for only $149 in 2022. So I took a chance with it, and I've been pretty much sitting on it as far as making a video for the past couple of years, simply because I just really didn't see any point, because it's almost impossible. Like I said, this is like a dream to me. And so, as I mentioned on my Leica SL video, the cameras and lenses of your dreams will always come when you least expect it. And these medium format digital backs were extremely expensive in the early 2000s when they came out. And so it was always a bit of a pipe dream, but it was always a dream that was in the back of my mind. And so even if you don't get this combination with this back and camera, whatever your dream camera or dream lens or dream combination is, never give up on it. And in fact, whatever dream you have in this life, even if you think it may be impossible, if you believe, and with a little luck, your dream may indeed come true. Look at that, guys. The back is there. The back works. So right away, that got me really excited. And so I took some test shots and I confirmed that it worked. Now there's so many other odd things that I could go over, but really, honestly, it's just going to make the video longer and it's going to take a lot of time. So if you guys have any questions, just leave it in the comments and I will answer them. Okay, because I was going to make this a very long video, but I realized that more than 50% of the audience here does not have the patience, because every time I go over stuff like this, the controls and all this stuff, that's when I lose you guys. So I'm not going to do it. Learn from my mistakes, live and learn. This video is really, like I said, to share with you guys a dream and to show you guys what images from a Contax 645 plus a digital back would look like. Like I said, no one has officially called it a Contax 645 digital, right? That's just what I'm calling it here, All right. So listen, I hope you guys got something out of this. Even if you're not going to get this outfit, the stuff that you learned here, like this right here, it may help you should you come across some other old backs. I hope it would help you. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoy this kind of content, if you do want me to come back and make more videos on the greatest camera legends of all time, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to this channel. It will help me out a lot, and I really do appreciate you guys for watching, for sharing, and really just for being there. So let's take a beautiful, iconic Contax 645, unique Contax 645 digital image of you guys at the count of 3. 1, 2, we have it on ISO 400. I have to back it up a little bit because the focus is not all that great. At the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. And I will catch you guys next time on the Contax. And I will catch you guys next time on the CameraLegend.com YouTube channel 645 Digital.